Okay. Hello, welcome to Game from the Backlog Part 2. Thomas was alone. Everything from maybe this, all from humble bundles. You always guess with these things. You get thousands of games, but never get to play them. Get the chat working this time. Probably doubt it will. Sure. Amazing you can't find your own channel on Twitch. Excellent. So, I've not even, as far as I've got the game, loaded up this, check the screen, see if it worked. It's not, so... Let's just get on with it. Zoom.
Thomas was alone. Wow, a weird first thought to have.
Okay. Right.
Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
Okay. Who the hell is that? He's gonna kill me. Like, I recognize that voice. Stephen Merchant?
Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think. What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to... what's the word? Jump. It worked! Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
Oh, who's that? I do recognize that voice. But I cannot picture.
A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently.
Okay. I'm loving this already. Yay!
This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment. He was starting to suspect it might even be doing so on purpose.
I don't want to speak over it, it's too good, the voiceover on this. Stinks of Hitchcock's Galaxy as well.
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important.
Okay.
It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills. It had been designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him?
No!
Too obvious.
Okay. Wow. Amazing.
Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it. He made another mental note. 4. Water. Not good. To be avoided.
That's going to be... Who is it?
The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
What's the ambient-based games that we're playing with you? Proteus and this. Right. Okay. What? No, you're not going down there, you cheeky little monkey. Alright. Hey! 10.
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
I think I may have a partner in crime up here.
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
Hughes was over. So I jump this one. Okay. Excellent.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times. Well, not actually. Not technically graceful. It's probably the wrong word, but, you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
Just does just stink of Douglas Adams. I have no problems with it at all. Right, so absolutely. There. Over. On my head. Over. Over. Possibly one of the things I may do for the stream is try and see if I can get to work anyway. Is one of the old infogram, I think it's the infogram, the old Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy game. Something that I've never actually finished. I had it on Spectrum, but I never actually played it all the way through completion. I think I did the first stage twice. I first got released like 13, so it was a long time ago, 22 years ago. But I think we give it a go as well. I think there's an updated version on the BBC website, so...
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him? Grace. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
Okay. Such a simple concept. And so Okay. Jump on your head. Can't jump that way, so I go that way. Go. To your. Swap to your. Jump. Your. Jump on your head. Swap. Jump. 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 Over. Swap. Swap. Left. Swap. Swap. Jump. Again. Seems everything in my backlog has got great music. 1.4.
Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
Okay. Can't jump when he's on my back, I guess. Okay. Hold down. Little fat jumps. Jump. 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 Excellent.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness. That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels.
I see what's going on here. I'm too tall for the bottom section. Excellent. It just occurred to me, because I think got this and Proteus in Humble Bundle, I have both the soundtracks. Ew, I need Thomas. No, I feel cheated. That's right. Game makes me want to smile. Oh, what?
John knew. He knew that this was his chance, a moment to shine. This was game day.
no idea what to do. Jump. I understand. Jump. Bingo.
This would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things. Where did they come from, anyway?
Ah, I see now. The extreme sponsored by Guinness. Charming motherfucking game. And game can dance, still I'm happy with.
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome. Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to use, time to show those little dots how it was done.
Little dots. Wow. Big jumper.
John decided to press the switch to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies. You could tell from the sympathetic expression he practiced in the mirror all these years.
His jump's so cute. Little jump. Look at your little jump. You're my favourite block. Yes, you are. You're fatty. Fatty in the best way possible. You go first. Pardon me. I do apologize. Come on, Thomas. Obviously, shortly and fatty. I say fat, I don't like Locust. Need him. We'll go over here. Okay. Excellent. Okay. I'm gonna have to do a big pelly on here. Go there. Let's go first. First.
John was happy to keep helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys.
Oh, John, you're a helpful soul. Come on, John. Never noticed the shadows until now, actually. Neat trick.
He didn't mind them so much either. The red one, Thomas, had a charming way of applauding every time John jumped. The angry orange one was less immediately likeable, but his unremitting cynicism and tutting amused John.
That's how you meant to do that, but that's how I did do it. Go there. Stairs. Staircase. No. No, don't hit me, you damn platform. Too late at night for my fat fingers, I think. I have to call it night after this one. Going up onto this thing and jump. after me! Okay. Hey! They make it so. Excellent. Over here. Over here. All three of us. Yes. Hey! Hurrah. And down. Come on. Yes.
This was interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination.
That's
balance,
definitely going to be
and
the last
timing.
one. Current 30-minute mark now.
John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph. Maybe that's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance even more impressive. John liked the thought. He decided to keep them.
Awful nice, John, isn't it? Bugger up and have to go back to the beginning. Yay! Get there, come on. I'm too tired, I have fat fingers. Okay. Gonna fall in the water. Oh. Okay. You're not on terms. You're on. For some reason I can't remember the orange ones. there. Go there. It's the last one, but thank you very much, everyone. This has been my last part for the evening. I'll probably be back for part 2 of this. Part 2 of 2.2. That's probably the best way of doing it. And thank you very much. And there we are. And thank you, and good night, everyone.